as survivors of abuse, a lot of problems that we have are significant. Today is anniversary of a loss that I personally know that has impacted not just me, thousands of children who've been raped and molested throughout the Allegheny County, Beaver County, and the tri-state region. On September 6, 2002, our caseworker was found after 2 days of gone missing. And when I think about a day like today, I think about all the things that we suffered as a family. I think about what my father went through, what all these families have gone through. When we were placed in foster care, we didn't understand at 14 the implications of the decisions that were made by the adults at that time. If it hadn't been for the quick thinking of law enforcement in Dormont and its surrounding regions, today I do not believe that some of us would even be here. So to me, there's some mixed emotions about today that have come up. Because I know if Erica was here, I know that Erica personally would be doing what she always did, and she would work with these kids, and she gave unconditional love to a lot of kids who needed unconditional acceptance and love. When I think about the people who are personally impacted by losses, I think about the certain individuals that touch our lives in ways that you don't even always know about. Some of them, they do things behind your back and you're not fully aware of their goodness and kindness. So to me, I have a lot of friends today that I know would be the same way. And I know that all of them would share in the same common interest that I have when it comes to the impact of missing children, sexual abuse survivors. To me, there are a couple things that come to mind. The images in their mind, what they saw, those few moments. A lot of times it's hard to erase the memories, and I know replacing those memories isn't exactly what I was thinking of when we were walking into that daycare center on February 19th, 1985. When I look at the pictures of the kids and I think about what these kids might have been through, it troubles me. I find myself turning at night about it. I toss and turn about some of the things I go through day in and day out with these kids. So I know that the foster care programs that were in existence at that time, while they may not exist, I do believe there is a room for programs like that, and I hope, and my hope is that these programs do continue, because I know that we get a world of, it's a world of difference for us, especially when we have been plagued with child abuse issues, and recently, even up until today, more sexual abuse issues are coming up. I hope personally that people take interest in these topics when I tell you why we work on years of child abuse recovery is because that most of the kids who have been sexual abuse survivors unknowingly did not know they were walking into a trap themselves. So I know personally there are layer upon layer of issues that sometimes we're not even fully aware of. So to me, it's very, very important to talk to your experts and law enforcement about the issues. There is help, and I have personally worked with child psychiatrists. I've worked with forensic. I've worked with several individuals who work closely with families. And we've had such a good response, especially with the child play therapy and therapy with animals, especially in Zillion Noble, the abused animals, and also the animal shelters. So to me, it's not just this small little program. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than some of us. There are so many people who reach out and do outreach work, and believe me, it's fascinating some of the things we've learned about the kids. It's fascinating. It's been a fascinating experience altogether. So I hope you guys keep in mind, remember Erica today. We lost her in 2002. And I know in some ways she's with us. She was also a proficient ballerina for the Pittsburgh Ballet Company. And to me, I think about all the things that make life, to me, she made a difference in my life in a big way. When I was 14 years old, I had nobody to talk to. I had nobody to turn to. And every Thursday, she would take me to therapy. And we would joke around about stories, and And I just think about the things that mean so much to me, and the things that we used to joke around about, and there's just so many other things I would like to be doing right now than been doing this report. And it takes a lot out of me to share my grief and loss. Erica became my best friend, and I know when we went to the funeral, I was not expecting to see 1,000 kids, and that wasn't just 1,000. There were other children that she had saved lives for. By the time we got to the casket, there was a letter, a little card by a girl who said, "Thank you for saving my life." And honestly, it's changed my whole world. And I know today that if Erica was here, she would be giving you guys the biggest hug. And believe me, she made a difference in a big way. Thank you.